again, my simple Thai dish today is going to be noodles. Don't even think about pad Thai because it's going to be too complicated to cook for me and maybe for you as well, because you might need a long list of the ingredients not to go into pad Thai. But today I'm going to do flat rice noodle pad see ew. So I'm going to use the dry flat rice noodles one, or maybe you can choose on your preference, or maybe the thin one, the thicker one, the fresh one, or maybe the vermicelli one. That's also available as well, and you can use it. And then what we have to do is just to marinate the chicken. First of all, I already sliced them into pieces like that in the bowl. What I have to do now is to just add a little bit of the sesame oil. I just like the taste of the sesame oil. Go. And then I'm gonna add the light soy sauce. It's difficult to open this one, so I'm gonna use the spoon to help me open it. A teaspoon of that. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of the ground pepper. It's about that much. Just sprinkle on it and mix them well together. And then now what I have to do is to put the boiled water into that saucepan to cook my noodles. There we go. You can boil it or you can keep soaking it. If you have a lot more time to allow them to, for you to prepare your vegetable or prepare your chicken, you can actually soaking it in the hot water, hot boiling water, without turning the hops on. But if you are in the rush, so what you have to do is just boil them maybe up to like 6 to 8 minutes. Yeah. This dish is going to be just enough for one person. So what I have to do, this is how I measure my noodles. Just my handful. A pack like this, it could be less than a pound. But once you use for this much, you can seal the bag and maybe reuse it in the week. So it's about this much just for me because I have to add green and also pepper together. So I prefer more vegetable with my noodles. Again, leave it on the side. And then now I garlic the way I want, the way I like, not I want it. It is a stress-free garlic. I sometimes keep the skin on, but sometimes don't. Okay, well, I use 2. I like it. Here we go, peel it easily. Just chop into a small piece. Oh, before that, I should put the oil in. There we go. About 2 teaspoons. That's it. Carry on with my garlic. Should be heat up in a bit. And in the meantime, I can actually prepare with my vegetable here. I'm going to use the green and also a little bit of the red pepper bell. Again, I just love the way I do bashing thing on my chopping board. Wash. There we go. Because I don't really cut and throw them away, I actually eat it. And then cut them in half. This spring green or this English green, you can easily get it from the English supermarket. You don't have to use the Chinese or Thai spring green. There you go, about that much. I prefer more vegetable. And then I just use a little bit of the red pepper bell, just to make it look colourful with my noodles. Go, just cut the bit inside and throw them away. Thai food always cut the vegetable into the small part because you don't use the knife and fork. You don't have fork to grab the food and the knife to cut, so you need to be sure that every piece is just go direct to your mouth. Here we go. Just spin the oil around. And I think it should be hot enough. Maybe let me just check the gas again. It's medium heat that I need right now. garlic in. Oops. Ooh. This pad see ew dish gonna last for just at least 5 minutes cooking. Shouldn't be longer than that. Well, the noodles still sit quietly in this bowl. Because we're gonna take time to cook chicken and also vegetable, and so it's leave my noodles maybe like 5-6 minutes. Yeah. And the ingredients for these noodle dishes, we just need chicken, garlic, egg, spring green, or any vegetable that you prefer. You can use sweet corn, you can use, baby sweet corn, you can use red and green pepper bell, you can use munch too, you can use the asparagus, whatever you like, the fine beans, whatever you've got left in your fridge. Okay, and next is chicken need to be thrown in now. Separate it then. And the smell of that sesame oil just really good with the fried garlic. There we go. And when the chicken cooks, I'm just gonna add egg. But while I'm cooking my chicken like that, I actually need to do my chili pickle with the rice vinegar. Yeah. I just cut the chili in half and then slice in small pieces. This is what I'm going to top onto my noodles, because I don't add any fresh chili at all onto my noodles, but I do just like fresh chili pickle with the rice vinegar to just serve it on the sides. Yeah. Oops. With the rice vinegar. Or you can prepare it before you actually chop the chicken, and then the chili gonna absorb all the acidity from the vinegar, and when you have it with your noodles, it's gonna just go really balanced. Because these pad see ew noodles, the principal taste actually need to be sweet and salty, and chili can be added as you prefer. And also the lime or vinegar, you can add it later on as well. There we go. Chicken halfway cooked. Let's try to move the garlic onto the side because it's going to get burned. I don't like burnt garlic. It's just golden and crispy, that's what I need. Yeah. Just make a space for the egg by moving the chicken around the side. So you just crack one egg and then put it in there. I break them up a little bit, pieces, big pieces, break it up. This time I can actually add the noodles and cook together, or add the vegetable and the noodles later on. But what I prefer to do today, because it's going to take a while to cook the noodles in there, what I do is halfway cooked already, as you can see. So I can add it now and then mix with all the soy sauce. Yeah. Here we go. And what I do now is to add all the sauce that needs right to me. First of all is the dark thick soy sauce. This one's going to be slightly sweet. A teaspoon of that. And then I'm going to add fish sauce. It's the king of the show for Thai food. Fish sauce and garlic never be forgotten, sorry. There we go. And then this time we're going to add a little bit of oyster sauce as well. Just a little bit, half a teaspoon. That's how the color should be, dark, moist, and slightly thicken. So what I have to do now, just mix them well and then add vegetables. So I have both spring green and the red pepper bell in there. Mix them well. Just turn them upside down. Vegetable go underneath, noodles come on top. There we go, and keep it cooking like that. Keep it like that for a few minutes, but in the meanwhile, you can add the white brown pepper. And you can taste it as well, just to see whether or not you have enough taste what you expected in your dish. Thai food is all about, you have to make sure all the ingredients is mixed well, mixed right, and it depends on what you like. If you like salty, you add more sauce in there. If you like sweetness, you can actually add sugar in it. Almost there. And what I do, I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar as well. Because the pad see ew, the principal taste, it has to be sweet and salty. And then you can add the acidity from the vinegar and then chili from the chili flake or that chili pickle together. The smell of it just came out now. In the restaurant, they're gonna cook a lot faster because they boil the actual noodle, black rice noodle, in the separate pots. And then they boil the vegetable in the separate pots and also cook chicken separately, and then they throw in the already cooked garlic or cooked fried garlic separately. So they mix everything together and then add the sauce. But if you do it at home, if you have time, keep it simmering because that's how the sauce get into your ingredients better. So you got eggs in there, good protein, you got lots of chicken in there, green noodles, and also the pepper bell. So I'll just get my plate ready. And all the sauce need to dry out. If you still see any wet or any juice in there, well, just need to make sure it's not ready just yet. And then check as well if the noodle is soft. It's good. And vegetable is cooked, chicken is cooked, and ready to eat. Here we go. I think I'm done. Just put onto the plate. There you go, and that's it. And then just serve it with the chili vinegar, and the chopstick is there. Here we go, it's done. Enjoy. Smell nice. Oh, let's talk. I just like my pepper. Let's talk a little bit more. Here we go. It's done. Mm.